What's up, guys? This is Anthony, and today we are going to go to Skullgirls. Beowulf comes out, and now that he's been out for a while, a bit close to a week, now I want to talk about him and get down into whether or not I think he's a good character. And I say I think because a lot of people may think different things, but I'm just going to give you a rundown for what I've seen so far from Beowulf. We're going to cover, well, since this is short, we're going to cover the bad things first. So he's yet another character without an air dash, which, isn't a big thing, but, I like air dashing in this game. It's pretty cool. And he doesn't have one. I mean, he compensates with one of his moves where he kind of just does a Talbane-like dash. And if you don't know who Talbane is, then go play Darkstalkers. But anyway, he has a Talbane-esque dash, and it kind of helps with his air mobility, but otherwise it's like meh. Plus, him without his chair kind of is also meh. I mean, yeah, he gets a one-button grapple, but other than that, like, his launcher is terrible. Like, Grendel arm for a launcher is so bad. At least I think so. I mean, having it for a sweep, that's pretty good distance, but as a launcher, nah. And the height meter. I mean, it looks cool, but other than those two supers, which I think are kind of anyway, it's kind of pointless in my opinion. Other people may think differently, but I haven't seen much use out of the height meter. So now let's get into the great things about Beowulf, because I got a lot more good to say than bad. So let's go back to that Talbane dash I was talking about, because I'm telling you guys, I have no idea what his moves are. I didn't even look. I just did them, and I got so excited playing him that I didn't really look at his move list. And okay. And that doesn't mean I don't know how to do his moves. I just don't know the names of them, okay? Alright, anyway. So. Oh my god, Beowulf. Playing with him, it really does feel like you're playing a wrestling game all of a sudden. So, I like his throw mix-up game, because of all his throws, only one of them are techable, even though they all kind of do the same thing. And he has a variety of grabs that are all just kind of cool. I even like his little Russian kick thing where he just kind of jumps up on his chair, does the Russian kick on your face, does a little jig. That's just hilarious. He's a fun character to look at and a fun character to play as. I kind of think of him as Grappler 101 because he has a one-button grapple. If you take the chair away from him, which is pretty easy to do, you can either kick it at someone or you can just kind of kick it down as you come from a down heavy kick. And once he loses the chair, he basically gets a one-button grab. And you can also do a command grab where you kind of dash at the person and you go to a clinch up. Now, I haven't played too many real people, but I have seen in the very extensive training mode that you can only tech one of the grabs and then the rest of them you just kind of have to deal with. And I think it's pretty cool. I've personally come up with a few ways to mix in the grabs so people don't just see it coming, because if you just throw it out, it's like, okay, well, I see you dashing, I'm just going to jump. But when he gets the one-button grab, you can mix it up into combos. And the chair, you can slam them onto the chair for extra damage. And when I say extra damage, I mean, really good damage. That's something I think everyone should do. Throw your chair away mid-combo, keep it going, and then slam it onto the chair. You can do about a quarter bar of health if you get a good combo going. I think that's pretty cool. Plus, every now and again, you get your hype meter up doing that. Now, while I'm not the biggest wrestling fan now, I do know a lot of the wrestling terminology and things, like mic bombing. I think that the fact that he does that in the middle of a combo sometimes it's not very great for comboing. He's a flashy character, but when it comes to practicality, he's not very good at that, I guess. Because yeah, that mic bomb is a good overhead, but after that, it's kind of like, why am I using this move other than for hype, which you kind of just get for doing grabs. So he does have some moves that at first glance is kind of useless, but they're so good to look at, you kind of can't help but do it. Like his standing light punch. He kind of puts his hand to his ear so he can hear the crowd. And if you hold it, you build your height meter. Now, no sane person is going to hold it because then the other person is going to come and get a combo on you. but it's just so cool to look at. He is so great to just watch happen. Every one of his moves is either really flashy or really douchey. Like when he does a drop kick, I believe it's his standing medium kick. You can, don't quote me on that, just his standing medium kick. When he does a drop kick, he does the douchiest drop kick. He puts his hands behind his head, like, yeah, I'm drop kicking you, and you're just gonna have to deal. He's a douchebag. He is a douchey wrestler, but he is a crowd pleaser. That is the best way to describe Beowulf. He is a crowd pleaser. And I think that he's a great addition to the game. He has pretty good damage output. He has pretty good moves, save for those grab supers, which I personally don't recommend. I mean, just save your bar for a bionic arm. Why would you do anything else? He has a bionic arm, and that's just what I'm going to call it. I think it's actually called Grendel arm, but it's bionic arm, because when you see it, he might as well say that. Anyway, let's see. Oh, I almost forgot. One of the best things about him, his dash. So, his dash kind of puts him in an airborne state. So, if somebody's crouch blocking against you, or you get them in the mix-up, you can dash at them and use your air moves. I prefer the air light kick because it's quick and it gives you an overhead and it's easy to combo into. It's a nice little tactic. I think it's great. I don't think any other character has that actually. So yeah, you can get them on a quick little overhead, get a nice little combo in. And while I don't think he's incredibly combo heavy like a lot of the other cast, he does do some great damage. But if you want a combo grappler sort of kind of thing, then I think Beowulf's a better option in that department. He does have decent damage output, but he is kind of more useful with the chair than without. Because with the Grendel arm, it's like, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it at all. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of Beowulf, how he plays, and how have you guys used him? You guys keep on the lookout for more Skullgirls content now that I'm playing it again, and I will see you on the next episode.